Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio B, getting some baseball on tonight after kicking around some really old hockey on the channel earlier. Hat trick hockey I played. You gotta check that out. It was very different. It is actually kind of fun in its own way. So I did a video on that. But tonight I'm going back to Inside Pitch PC game, and we're gonna play Game 1 of the 1980 World Series because that's the only season I have right now. This is 1980, which is one of my favorite seasons. That whole, again, my wheelhouse 78 to 82. That's all I really have for baseball. Maybe 75 a little bit. I was still a little bit young for that. So we're going to play some inside pitch baseball. And I'm going to try a different setup here. I'm going to try using this setup right here. Now, the only thing about this is that you won't see any pop-up. So if I try to view any stats, you won't see them. But I wanted to give this a try and see if this would work. Just want to double check on something here. Yep, okay, that's maxed out. Want to see if this setup here would work for YouTube here. I wanted to make that nice and big because these things tend to be kind of small. So hopefully this looks good going through. I'm going to check this out real quick on my channel here as we get going. And yeah, so and what you know what the thing about baseball, here's the one thing about baseball that that you don't get with hockey. Okay, I guess I'll put it that way, is you can really get the as played lineups just by going online, and that really makes playing things like I don't know what they call as is or as played. I think they call it. It really does make it so much easier. It really does. Because I just went and I found the World Series lineup for that day, and I put in the exact lineups and the whole bit. I think I get all the pitches and everything too here. So baseball is so much easier to do, especially than hockey. And football is hard too. I mean, you can get the quarterback and stuff, but yeah, and the running backs. But football, you wouldn't get all the linemen and everything. But anyway, so let's get going here. We are playing Game 1. This is at Veterans Stadium. And I'm going to do my best. I'm probably going to make some mistakes in this game. So if you see something I did wrong, point it out. Just be nice about it, okay? Because you know I'm not the baseball guy. And this is a very new game, and it's a very complex game. So this is not a tutorial by any stretch of the imagination. This is me just playing a game and having some fun. So I'm trying to learn the game and use a season that I'm familiar with. All right. All that being said, let's try to have some fun. I am going to try to use. I keep watching more videos on this, so I really want to see if any of those videos, the lessons are paying off in what I've learned since the last time. So let's have some fun tonight, shall we? Okay, so leading things off is Willie Wilson. And you notice the logos I put in? I just put in the hat logos. I love the hat logos. So I replaced all the team logos with hat logos so I can kind of look at what it looked like on their hat. All right, and it's going to be Bob Walk pitching here in Game 1. And again, I'm going to just let the computer handle as much as they can, and maybe I'll interject a little bit here. But again, don't nail me if I screw something up, okay? All right, so let's roll the dice, shall we? I'm going to roll the dice here. And we got a 4-2. So this is going to be error on the throw. I think ET question mark. It's an error on the throw. So I think I got to roll down here, see where the ball goes. So I got a fly ball to 7, and that's just going to be a fly ball to left field. So there's no throw on the play. So I think I did learn that ET's not phone home, but it's a error on a throw if there's a throw to be made. Since there's no throw to be made, Willie Wilson flies out to Smith, and that is who is that? Lonnie Smith in left field, and is one away. All right, so I'll try to pick up the pace here the best I can. All right, so I got a 2-4. So that's going to be that's going to be at symbols the arena symbol. I call it the arena symbol. So on Veterans Stadium, we're going to roll it's a wild. We got a wild card. All right, so you can't see the pop-up here. But it says ball in the dirt, gets past the catcher's pad, repitch, check for injury to catch, and no injury is made. So it was just kind of a wild pitch, I think it was. So I think because there's nobody on base, we just roll again. I think. All right, because again, there's nobody on base, so if it's a wild pitch, you get by the catcher, nothing's going to matter. So we're going to roll again here. A 1 and a 3, and that's going to be a possible strikeout. No, it's not, because the 12 is bigger than the 9, so McRae stays alive, and he'll get a 4-1 again, if I'm doing this correctly, and hopefully I am. He's going to fly this one out to center field, out there to Maddox, and Maddox will make the catch. So there's 2 away here, and it's going to be George Brett coming up for the Royals. And we got a 5 and a 5, and that's going to be a possible strikeout. Ooh, no, he's only got a 2 strikeout against a right-handed batter. So I'm getting better at learning like what goes on around the grid here. I'm getting better at that. So we're going to roll off of his card. He gets a 4-5, and this is going to be a star 6, which I believe is out here. So it's a fly ball. So we got the left fielder, the center fielder, now the right fielder all catching fly balls. And that will end the first inning. So 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. And it's going to be the Phillies up batting now. So Lonnie Smith, the left fielder, will kick things off. And Dennis Leonard is on the mound for the Royals. 6 and a 3. And it's going to be a whiff with an 18. No, Lonnie Smith fights it off. Oh, he had a 10 there, but that 18 is bigger than that. So it's not a strikeout. So we go to his card and a 5-5. Oh, it's going to be out. Fly ball to center field, and Amos Otis will make the catch and is 1 away. Pete Rose. I don't know. I like Pete Rose. I know he had his issues. I like Pete Rose, though. Sorry, I do. I just do. Pete Rose facing Leonard. A 5 and a 4, and that's a possible strikeout. Ooh, a 6. No, he only has a 4 strikeout, so he doesn't strike out much. So we're going to roll again, and a 2 and a 5. It's going to be a fly ball, and Otis again out there in center field makes the catch. And there's going to be now 2 away. Mike Schmidt coming up for the Phils. And the pitch is a 4-5. And potential walk, yeah. And so he's got a 20, so we didn't have to check that out. But so that's going to be a walk. So it's a base on balls to Schmidt, and we have our first runner of the game. And now it's Bake McBride. I always liked Bake McBride. I liked everybody back in the late 70s, early 80s. I just did. I had all the baseball cards. I still do somewhere. Bake McBride comes up now with a man on. And stolen base, he's got a 14. We could try to steal. Yeah, let's try to steal. So we got a man on. We're going to try to steal. And the roll is a 10. So let me see. If the roll is less than his stolen base rate, then safe. So, yeah, so he steals the base. And I think that's how that works. I'm still working. The running and the base running, I'm still not real good with. But I'm chipping away at it in this game the best I can. And with their sale, wink, wink, coming up on Black Friday, I'm going to have to grab a couple more seasons of this because I am enjoying the inside games. And Smelly Wrestling Geek, are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, Mr. Wrestling Geek. Thank you so much. You know, that makes me so happy. You have no idea. It really, thank you. Just all I can say is thank you for that donation to the channel. It really, thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, so we got a man on second base. And now we're going to roll the dice here. I think this is how that goes. So we got a 2 and a 6. And he's a lefty, so he gets a blank. And I figured out now, too, that the result goes in here. So I'm getting a little bit better on that, too. So Bake McBride, a 2 and a 2. Oh, it's going to be a ground ball to short. And I think that's going to be Washington scooping that up. And he grounds out on the play. So they get out of the inning. So we go to the top of the second. No score. Oh, it does say left on base. So the Phillies left one guy on base. I just noticed that. It's a very tiny scoreboard in here below the Kansas City roster. I do like to see my 9-inning scoreboard. I don't know. That's just me. I like to see how the game progressed. I know you can actually go to the view box score and see it. You won't see it because I love the way it's set up here, but you can see that. I always like to see that. It'd be nice if they put that on the top of the screen. A lot of games have it on the top of the screen. I like that. All right, so now batting is Willie Aikens, and he's not the Willie Aikens from 8 is Enough. And a 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3. Possible K, and with a 1, yeah, he gets the whiff. So it's a strikeout. And the other thing I like about this game is how right here, it shows you what the pitches are doing, like how many innings each pitch hits. runs, errors, base on ball, strike. I like that it's all right here. You don't got to go digging for it. So there's some things about this game I really, really like. One away, Darryl Porter comes up. He's the fifth batter to face Bob Walk. And a 3 and a 3. And this is possible walk by walk and a 1. Yes, it will be. So walk this way. Darryl Porter will mosey on down. Now, he's only got a stolen base at 10, so I'm not going to try to steal with that. So we're going to just play on here. And there's nothing down here in the strategy that says to do anything. Now, there's a strategy roll. I think I might have to find out what to do with the strategy roll. Because this here, so I guess his bunt rating is 1, so it's saying no on the bunt. Am I correct on that? I'm still, this is the one screen I haven't figured out yet. So I got a bunt 1 to 5, I got a reg, and I got a pit. And I don't know what these mean yet. But anyway, I'm having fun. That's all that matters, and hopefully you enjoy this game. And this is one game that I'm probably going to need some help on, so I don't mind taking advice on this game here. I don't mind taking advice on any game, actually, if I can play it. All right, so now Amos Otis. We got a 4 and a 1. Another possible walk. Yes, the 14 gets the walk. And so he's walked a couple of batters here. Bob Walk has walked 2 now. And so now we have first and second with 1 away. And Clint Hurdle is the right fielder. Clint comes up to bat. And we get a 3 and a 5. And it's going to be another ballpark, another arena. So let's see what happens in the arena here. A 3 and a 4. Uh-oh, this is a ground ball to short. No. Okay, so now I got to figure this out here. Ground ball to short. So I got to figure out if this is going to be a double play. Oh, so the 5 is not a double play because it's the 5's greater than the 4. All right, so roll hitter versus blah, 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 roll on the roll less than GDP, that's double. Roll greater, runner on first, base runner. Okay, so if the roll is greater, and it is, roll of 6 only, play is on batter at first. Okay. So this should not be a double play because this is a 5. So the roll is greater than the runner on first, base running. Roll is then force at second. So because the roll is greater than the runner. All right. So, but we got so it's it's this guy here. All right. So it's not a double play. Force at second. So it's going to be a force at second. So he is forced out. So Otis is forced out. And hey, replay gamer. Yeah, there's a lot to this game, and I'm taking this as a challenge actually. So it's a ground ball to short. It's not a double play because the 5 is greater than the double play. The roll is greater than the runner on first, so he's forced out. He will advance to third on the hit. And click here for fielder's choice. Okay, so I think I did that right. Whereas they went to second on the fielder's choice because of the roll here. The runner didn't get there. It's not a 6, so 6 would have been first base only. So I'm starting to get this a little bit. So I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. All right, so let's go to the next batter. So if somebody watches this and find out I did something wrong, let me know. But I think that's what happened is Porter's at third base. Clint Hurdle did not hit into the double play. And we go to the next batter. So we have runners at the corners and 2 outs. That's how I'm going to play it. And I'm surprised, replay gamer, because you are really liking your cards and dice and the strat and playing the strat advanced hockey, which I don't even play strat advanced hockey, and I'm the hockey guy. So I figured you would like something like this. So let's see here. So we're going to be Frank White's coming up with 2 on and 2 out. Chance for the Royals to get something going. A 5 and a 4 possible strikeout with a 9. Yes, he whiffs. So he strikes him out, and they get out of the jam. And so now we go to the bottom of the second. And, despite not being a big baseball guy, I am enjoying this. And if you listen to the Digital Today show we did today, I'd like to solve the puzzle. This is what I'm doing here. This is a challenge for me, and I'm enjoying solving this puzzle more than I am the baseball game itself, because I'm really trying to figure out what all this is. Now, if Hockey Unreal ever listens to this, is what I meant to bring up on the show today, and I didn't. This gives hope to Hockey Bones. If I can figure out a game like this, Hockey Bones has a chance now, because that's another puzzle I want to solve someday. So it's going to be Lazinski up, and he's got a 4 and a 5 here coming from Dennis Leonard. And it's a possible walk, and yeah, he's got a walk here. Now, the 21 here, I don't know why that is. He must have some kind of a bonus or something against a right-handed guy. So he's got a walk of 21, and he will take his base. So Lazinski's on at first. Oh, his stolen base is a 20. So we're going to try to steal. Oh, and this guy can bunt, too. He's got a 4 bunt. So let's try to steal first. Let's steal. Oh, no. A 19. Oh, it's good. Oh, a 20 he's thrown out. If the roll is less than a stolen base race, then he's safe. So I'm pretty sure he stole the base, because he's got a 20 stolen base. So he's really good. And the 19 is less than that, so it's almost automatic stolen base. All right, so he's got the stolen base. Now, do we sacrifice on the bunt to get him to third with nobody out? Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can sacrifice him. Yeah, I get it. You can only learn so many things. I'll replay basketball. Yeah, I remember you did replay basketball. All right, let's just hit away here. Let's roll. All right, so we got a 2 and a 2. Error grounder possibility. Error if it's a ground ball. So we're going to roll here, and a 4 and a 6 is a single, though. So I don't think that is going to be an error, because that's going to be a single. And so that's a single past third base. Lazinski to third. And his base running is a 1. So in order for him to go home, it had to be a 5 or a 6. So I think he stays. If I'm correct on a single past third base, he's going to stay here because he needs a 5 or a 6, and his base running is only a 1. So I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Smelly Wrestling, yes, and I've seen you brought up that before. The fact you have to play every game kills the season replay. It does. I will say though, I really like the game, and so for me, this is something I'll play one-offs. I'll play a World Series, or I'll play one team, like I'm doing with the Washington Capitals in my hockey replay. I will do that. It's a shame that it doesn't simulate, because these games are so fun. But you're right. That's the thing. You want to play as many seasons, and I get that too. I mean, I like playing a game and then simming, and then playing a game and simming. I do like that. But these games are fun. I mean, and that's why I play them, because it's a little different. It's very cards and dicey, and I guess if you're playing cards and dice on the table, then you can't sim either. So that's what they were going for, if that makes sense. Okay, so Lazinski to third. So let's go to the next batter. So it's going to be Manny Trio coming up. So they want to try a squeeze. Wow, they want to try a squeeze here on the 18. So if I click on squeeze, does that turn into a squeeze? Is that how we get it here? Let's find out. Let's see what happens when I roll on a squeeze. I thought it might bring up something different over here. Let's find out. Let's roll. 5, maybe he didn't squeeze. 5 and a 6. Oh, it did. Okay. So here's what happened on the squeeze bunt. Click bunt on the batter's card to resolve the bunt. So a bunt rate of 3. All right, so a 5, it bunted to third base. On a 9 to 11, the lead runners throw it. Oh. Okay, so it looks like the lead runner is thrown out at the plate and the hitter's safe at first. So click bunt, and so if I click this, Luzinski should be out at the plate according to this. Right? It's bunted down to third because of the 5 is here. The 10 says the lead runner is out. Lead runner thrown out, hitter safe at first. So let me hit this, and if I have to back up and do it again, I will. Yes. Okay, good. So that did it automatically. So I'm happy with that because I didn't have to figure out anything. So I just clicked on the bunt, and the game kind of figured it out on its own. So Trio bunted to third base. Greg Luzinski is out at home. Now, click for fielder's choice. Please advance the runners. Okay, so Maddox advances. And hitter's safe at first base. So click here for no DP bat. No, the batter's not out, though. The batter's not out. Hitter is safe. See, so there should be a guy here. There should be a guy on first base. Okay. So there should be a guy here. Okay, something's not right. So Manny Trio bunted. Now, where is Manny Trio? So Manny Trio should be on first base. Maddox went to second because we had first and third. So they came home on the play, and the runner was safe. So where is Manny Trio? I need to undo that. So I need to undo that. So Manny Trio. So how do I do this now? So I have to manually do this now. How would I even do this? So I'm going to say it's a ground ball to 1, 2, 3, to 5. Ground ball to 5. All right, so I'm going to say ground ball to 5. Right? Base runner's going to try to score. Will the defense try out for out? Yes, they're going to try. So he's out at the plate. So I'm going to click here for fielder's choice. All right, so Maddox advanced. He is out. So I'm going to say he is caught stealing. And that's it. Okay. So that's what I wanted. Boy, what a weird way to do that, huh? That was messed up. So obviously I did something wrong on that squeeze bunt because it didn't put Trio was nowhere. He was not out, and he was not at first base. So I'm not sure how would I work that. So again, this game is pretty complex, but again, I'm trying to solve the puzzle here. So that was my workaround, I guess. All right, so let's go to the next batter. So that's what should have happened is when he bunted to third on the squeeze, he was thrown out, but he was safe at first, but the game didn't do that. So I guess I had to work around that. Anyway, so there's still no score as the Royals can't get the man home, but the Phillies can't get the man home here in the bottom of the second. So there's one out, and they still got 2 guys on base here. So it's going to be Larry Boa now, the shortstop. So we got a 6 and a 5. It's going to be a blank over here. And a 1 and a 4, and that's going to be a ground ball to first, I think. G3. Yeah, ground ball to first. So what happens here? So it's not going to be so the 5, it's not going to be a double play. So roll if it's less than GDP, it's a double. It's not. It's greater than. If it's greater than the runner on first, then it's a force. It's second. So the man at first, the base running is a 2, so it is. So he is out. Maddox is going to advance. Runner on first, then force at second. All right, so click on the G. So it's not a double play. So Maddox is going to go to third, and he's going to be forced out on the fielder's choice. Okay, I think I got that. Yep. So hopefully that works out. There's a lot to this game. That's the thing about baseball is I always play these like even with strat and payoff pitch. I'm like, oh, this is great till there's base runners, and then all this stuff kicks in, and you're like, oh boy, I'm not sure what to do. Hang on one second. Put on my fan. Despite all the rain, and it's warm out, so it gets hot down here. Yeah, I do try to follow the less than equal sign, too. I do try to follow that. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so what do we got here now? We have, click here for next batter. All right, so we got first and second, 2 outs now. Nobody in, but they do have the 1 hit on the single. Well, that's not really a hit because I had to work around that bunt. So that kind of screws up my stats. But I don't know, maybe someone to watch it and tell me what I did wrong on that bunt. All right, so it's going to be Bob Boone up facing Dennis Leonard. We have a 1 and a 6. Oh, possible wild pitch. So an 11, no, it's going to be a pass ball on the 11. Oh, wait a sec here. On a possible wild pitch. Oh boy, now here's what I don't know. So on a wild pitch, on an 11, that should be, is that a pass ball? Do I go to pass ball? Well, here's my other dilemma here. Is I'm not sure about this. Because wild pitch is 1 to 8, pass ball is 9 to 11, so I would assume anything above 11 wouldn't be anything. So I'm going to call this a pass ball, okay? Yeah, I would definitely do better with a complex hockey game, that's for sure. But still here, this is just it's still all solving the puzzle. So if I have an 11 here that says pass ball, 9 to 11, I think that's going to be, so if it's a possible wild pitch, I guess it could be a pass ball at the same time. Or do I just ignore the pass ball because it's out of the range of the wild pitch? I'm going to go with pass ball. And if I'm wrong and someone that plays inside pitch, let me know that on a possible wild pitch, if it's out of the wild pitch area or range, but it is in the pass ball, do I consider that a pass ball? I'm going to say yes on the pass ball. That's what I'm going to say because it's lit up. So if it's lit up, that usually means look at me. All right, so on the pass ball, the Phillies get on the board. Larry Boa, is that what happened? Maddox scored and Boa to second. So Gary Maddox comes in to score for the Phillies on the pass ball. Okay, so hopefully that's right because, again, I'm very new at this game. It's only my second game. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. We have a busy weekend coming up this weekend, so I don't know if I'll be on at all this weekend. That's why I wanted to get in tonight. All right, so I think we roll again. And now I got a 6-5. That's going to be a blank. So let's get on to this card here, and a 2 and a 4. And that's going to be a ground ball to third base. Ground ball to third base, and with 2 outs, this should be a routine play. Yeah, and he grounded out. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm still new at this too. As far as where you're looking the whole bit, and again, that's what we talked about today in our show, in Digital Today. So this is a challenge for me because, like I say, I'm a very casual baseball fan. I picked the season that I like in a very complex game, and I'm working my way through it. And, at some point, if I make mistakes, that's how I'm going to learn this game. Again, I didn't say this was a tutorial. This is just me playing and enjoying the game. And I'm playing Game 1 of the World Series. All right, so Bob Walk back on the mound for the Phillies. I almost said the Flyers. UL Washington coming up. And we got a roll of a 5 and a 1. So we go down here, and a 2 and a 3. And ground ball down to third base, and Schmidt up with it. And there's one away. Willie Wilson is 0 for 1. And we got a 6 and a 6. And that's going to be a blank. And we get down here with a 4 and a 2. Oh, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Bake McBride hauls that in, and is 2 away on the Royals here. But in real life, this game was 7-6. It was a very, very offensive game. This one here is very, very lame. 5 and a 2. Possible K on the 18. No. Hal McRae fights it off. 2 and a 6. And he's going to double this one. That's a double into left field. And McRae is in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Now we get things going. And Gary says that was correct on the pass ball. Thank you. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was wild pitch only or if that included the pass ball. And I assume if it was over that 11 number that it would have been nothing. But we're getting there. It's an enjoyable game. It is. It's just a lot to it. Okay, so now George Brett comes up with a man in scoring position. The Royals trailing by 1 here in the top of the third. Here comes the pitch from Walk. We got a double 4 here. This is a possible walk. And yes, he's going to walk Brett. So the 4 is less, so Brett will take first base. So now there's 2 on and 2 outs for Willie Aikens. Willie Aikens is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So he struck out in his attempt. All right, here's the 5 and a 2. Possible strikeout. Oh, look at this. A 14 and 13. He fights it off. He fights off the K for now, and a 2 and a 6. Oh, what's this going to be? Oh, it's going to be a single the first base. All right, so he singles past first base. Hal McRae is at third base. McRae is a 4. So he will go from second to home because he's a 4. So McRae will score. And Brett is a 6. So he'll go to third because he's a 1. First to third on a 2 to 6. I think that's what this means. So Brett will advance to third. And I think that's where we end up. So Aikens singles. McRae will come around to score. Brett heads into third base, and the game is tied at 1-1 if I did that all correct, and that was actually pretty cool if I did it all correct, because it means I'm learning the game. Either that or I made some really grievous errors. General Grievous-style errors. So the game is tied at 1-1 on the single by, who was that again? Willie Aikens. All righty, so now batting is Darryl Porter, the catcher. He's got a walk in this game. And Bob Walk comes up to the plate now in a tie game. Goes up to the mound now. He had a little talk with the catcher. And correct on the advancement. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for helping me out with this right here. Like I said, it's a little complex if you haven't played it before because there's a lot to consider. But again, Inside Sports do a great job of filtering out and only showing you what you need to see. And I really like that. Oh, should we steal here? Aikens is a 20 here. I think we might send him. We're gonna get aggressive and send him. So we're gonna send Aikens here on the steal. So a 6, and he's in there with a stolen base. So his the roll is less than the stolen base. It's a 20, so he goes in. So we got a steal here. Oh, he can't attempt to steal. Oh, he can't attempt to steal. Oh, maybe the H. Maybe that's it right there. Okay, so back off on the steal. My bad. He can't steal. Okay, good to know. I'm glad the game did that, though. Let's see. What did he say? Isn't that a hitter's lefty and a righty switch? Is that on a ground out? G is a ground ball, and it's a ground out. Yes, it is. But on a split, on that last play, the split on the righty was a single. So I think the left side was ground ball out, right side was a single. So if you can see, like right here, it says G on the left and S5 down. I'm looking at 2-3 on Darryl Porter's card, if you can see that at all. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Yeah, you can. Okay. So the left side's a ground ball, and the right side's a single. So if you're facing a lefty, it's a ground out, and a right, it's a single, I believe. I believe that's what it is. So let's roll here. So now Darryl Porter's up men on first and third in a tie game, and we have a 2 and a 3. Possible error on a ground ball. Now, I think it has to be a ground ball only. So let's roll here. We got a 4 and a 1. It is a ground ball. So we're going to have an error check as the game gets more complex. Okay, so the error check here is a 7, and if the error is a second baseman, I think his error is a 4. So this would have to be less than a 4, I believe, because lower is good, I believe, on the error. So I think a 1 to 4 would be an error, and everything above that would not be an error. I think how that works. So 1 to 4 is an error, so it says no error. Yeah, so the ground ball to Trio, he will scoop that up, and the ground ball is successful. There's no error on the play. I think I got that. It's actually kind of fun thinking this through and seeing if it works out. Now, I know it spoiled it with the no error, but I want to find out why. I want to solve the puzzle. All right, so we go to the bottom of the third. It's now a tie game here in Philadelphia. It is 1-1. And Lonnie Smith comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in this game. Dennis Leonard is still on the mound. All right, so if he's a 4 error, then only 1, 2, 3, or 4 would be an error. Everything above that would not be an error. Okay. I try to figure out if low is good or if low is bad. I try to figure that out. All right, pitching to Lonnie Smith, a 6 and a 3, possible strikeout, and with a 5, he is going to whiff. I'm pretty sure that's a. Okay, I see. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's yellow, and sometimes it's red. So, but if 5 is less than 10, that should be a strikeout. And there we go here. So there's 1 away on the strikeout by Lonnie Smith. Leonard now with, that's his first K of the day. Pete Rose is 0 for 1. And 6 and a 3. And possible strikeout for Rose. No, he's a low strikeout to 4. So we're going to go to his card, 6 and a 3, but he's going to slap this down to first base. And Akins makes the play and is 2 away. Schmidt coming up with 2 on and nobody out. 2 and a 3. All right, so we have a RP at. So RP at, that's a range play at the arena. So we're going to go here and check the range play. So we got a 4-5. So it's a fly ball to left field. So now we have to check on this. Oh, he missed it. So he has a 5, which is the best, but the 6 is he drops it. And the 4 is a single. So he messed it up. So he has a 1 to 5. I think the left number is the range number. So 5 is really good. It's the best you can get. But the 6 comes up. He can't make the play, and it's going to be a single. So Schmidt loops this into left field, and Wilson can't get it. All right, Gary, it's your favorite game. Good, then you can help me out. Thank you so much. Stick around for a few so you can help me learn this game. If I mess something up, let me know. I know the chat's a little behind me here, so I'll try to keep an eye on it. But I think I got things right so far. I had that squeeze bunt earlier. I really could have used your help on. So I had to go and redo that thing. That was kind of weird. All right, so a looping single by Schmidt, and there's a man on now. And that with Bake McBride coming up, he's 0 for 1. So here we go with a man on. Are we going to steal? We could. With a 14. Now, let's not steal. Let's not get that aggressive. Let's not get that aggressive. A 4 and a 2. And so he's a lefty, so that's a blank. So here's the split that I was talking about. So it's a blank, and then the line, and then the double dots. And the double dots is death. That's an out. But because he's a lefty, Bake McBride's a lefty, I believe when we click this, it's going to go to the left side, which is blank, which is going to leave this blank, and then we're going to come down here. So on a 4-2, yep, it's blank. So now we got to come down here to Bake McBride. And 4-1 is going to be a single by second base. And so we got to check his base running advancement of Schmidt, who's a 3. And he's a 3, and a 3-6 gets him to third base. So he will advance to third base, I believe. And that's where we stand. So a single by Schmidt. No, single by McBride, and Schmidt goes to third. I was technically over Unger. You were over Unger done. Something like that. I was over Unger. You were Unger done. Underdone. Airplane. Never mind. All right, runners at the corners. Bake McBride's not going to steal. I'm a very aggressive baseball player, by the way, when I play these games. And Luzinski comes up. Is he the hammer? Is Greg Luzinski the hammer? Or was that Greg Valentine the hammer? There was a hammer that was named Greg. All right, facing Leonard, who's in a jam here in the World Series. Here comes the roll. It's a 2-3, and it's another range play at the park. Another range play. The roll is a 4-1. Uh-oh, we got a rare play. A storm passes through. Is this game being played outdoors? I'm going to say no because I don't want any roll again for batter or click blank space for new rare play. We're going to roll again. I don't want to have any delays. So it sounds like it's going to be some kind of a weather delay. Oh, he was the bull. Thank you, Frazier and Gary. He was the bull. All right, let's just roll again. 6 and a 5. So we got an S plus 8. Oh, here's something new. S plus 8. So all runners advance 2 bases regardless. So that was a single. Batter safe with a double. So roll 1d6. The adjusted base. Roll of 6. Oh, batter's thrown out a second. Batter hold with a single. So it looks like it's going to be a double. So the one is the adjusted base runner. Then the batter's safe with a double. So his base running is a 1. So it's equal to that. So that looks like his BR is a 1. I think that's base running. So if it's a 1 here, so no matter what happened, he was going to get a double. So I'll click for a double. And I thought the other guy would have scored. I thought Brett would have scored on the play. I mean, who's at third? Luzinski gets this. Schmidt scored. Bake McBride to third. So Bake McBride didn't come in on that play. Is that right? It said S plus 8. Single plus 8. So I don't know what that means. So I think he would score on the play. His base running is a 3, so it's not. Yeah, I'm going to give this a second. So I don't know if, Gary, if you're there, that S plus 8, I clicked on that. You saw what happened. So the batter's safe with a double. All runners advance 2 bases. Oh, okay. So that guy was on first. Okay. Schmidt to second, Schmidt to third. So Schmidt scores. And Bake McBride, okay, so that's it. So Schmidt's on second, so he scores. So Bake McBride goes to third, so he holds up here. Okay. It is headache baseball. It is. Well, that's something I'm learning it. That's what it is. This is a learning experience here. All right, so I think that's good. So he's got the base running a 3. So I take it Bake McBride does not score from first. He gets the 2 bases. So the S plus number, all runners advance 2 bases regardless. So the guy in second scores. The guy in first goes here. The double is good. So it looks like that McBride will not score on the play. So the Phillies get 1, and we'll go to the next batter. That's how I'm going to treat that one there. So Luzinski hits that in the center. Maybe the throw came to the plate, and they held the runner there, but on the throw, Luzinski goes to second. All right, so Gary Maddox coming up as the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. 3 and a 4. A walk plus. No, but he's a righty, so that's blank. Okay, it's a walk plus line blank. So we got a Maddox card. 3 and a 5. Ground ball down to second base, and that will end the inning there. So they pick up a run, and it's 2-1 now as we go to the top of the fourth. Okay, so it's a single. So that runner wouldn't score from first, I guess. I guess that's what my question was. We had first and second, so on a double, the guy from first would not score, I guess was my question. Excuse me. All right. And Amos Otis coming up now. Very close game. Very close game. Oh, 8 represents the position. I got it. Okay. Yes. Okay, it makes sense now. See, I'm chipping away at this stone. I'm slowly eating this cake, one piece at a time. Let's see. Amos Otis, a 5 and a 2. Possible strikeout, and he will get the whiff. He strikes out. All right, cool. See, we're all learning this together. So 1 away. Clint Hurdle comes up. 2 and a 1. Another blank. 6 and a 1. So it's going to be a fly ball. So that's a D and an F9. So because he's hitting against a righty, that will be a fly ball to right field, and the catch will be made. So he takes away a double. McBride takes away the double, and the bride is happy. So Frank White coming up now, a 2-away, nobody on base. 3 and a 5. Another arena check. A lot of veteran stadiums checks in this game. A 1 and a 2. And it's going to be a double into right field. Frank White slaps that one down the line. McBride hauls that in, and he fires that back. But there's a runner on second base with 2 outs. You have to check the chart, see if the runner could have scored. Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to score. They were going to let me send him home because he had the base running was in red of a 3, so I think that wouldn't have worked. Okay, so UL Washington, the 9th hitter, has a chance to slap home Frank White, who just doubled. A 5 and a 3, and another blank here, and a 4 and a 6. Oh, he's going to get it. 4 and a 6. That's going to be a single into center field. And let's see if he scores here. So Frank White is at third. Anything? Yeah. So anything better if the roll is less than or equal to the runner's advance. So boy. 6 plus the runner advance, no throw. So 2 to 5. So is it? Well, he's got a 6 base runner here, so I'm assuming he scores here on this single to center with 2 outs. That's what I'm thinking here. But I'd like to see how this worked out. So we rolled. So the runner advancement is a +2. If the roll is less than or equal to ABR, then runner is advanced. The roll is less than or equal to. So both dice, I don't know which dice I'd be looking at, but both dice are less than his 6. So I'm going to have him score on the play. So White's going to come around and score from second base, and it's now 2-2. So that's how I handled that. I'm not really sure, but his base running was a 6 and in green, and I'm not sure if I'm looking at the 4 or the 3, but both are less than the 6, so he comes home to score. So it's a 2-2 game, I think. And now Walk is pitching to Willie Wilson. I almost said Willie Nelson. Willie Wilson's up right now with 2 outs and a man at first base. And Washington could try to steal. Washington could try to steal with the 15 here. I might send him. All right, here we go. He takes off, and that 11 he's in with a stolen base. Okay. White was BR4 plus a 2 mod, gave him a 6, he scores. Yeah, but which dice was I looking at? Because there was a 4 and a 3. It was a 4 and a 3 right next to each other. So just for my own reference, I'd like to know which die I was looking at. Even though on a 6 he probably scores automatically. All right, so on the steal, So UL Washington steals second. He's in scoring position here with 2 away. Wilson is very fast. Or Willie Nelson's very fast too. 6 and a 6. This is going to be a blank. And a 2 and a 4. And, he singles. Singles past second base. And let's see here. Washington hits third base. A 2 to 6, he goes home. So the BR is a 4. So he will score on the play on the single. And the Royals take the lead. I should roll to see if he gets a jump. Okay, that I don't know how to do. I just hit the steal button. There's I think there's an ATT button. I don't know what that means. Attempted steal? I don't know. I don't know how to roll for the steal. I just hit steal. So if there's something I need to do, let me know. But I just got the Royals to lead with my aggressive base running. So let's go to the next batter. So the Royals with 2 outs doing some damage here in the 4th. Here in Game 1 of the World Series, they now lead this one 3-2. And Hal McRae is up, the DH. He is 1 for 2 with a double. And he faces walk and a 5 and a 2. Possible strikeout. Yeah, he strikes him out, and that ends the inning. But the Royals take the lead here as they get 2 runs in the 4th to take a 3-2 lead. Now we go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's going to be Manny Trio coming up. 2 and a 4. And Trio's a righty, so we got a K plus, and he whiffs. Strikeout. So that's going to be 2 Ks now for Leonard. And Larry Boa comes up. Back and forth we go. Possible strikeout? No. He fights it off, a 3 and a 5, and he singles into center field. And now with a man in scoring position, man on first base. So now, strategy roll. Steal attempt plus hold. Let's see, ATT divided by 2, round down, stealing third. ATT divided by 5, round down, stealing home. So the ATT divided by 2, so that would be 1.5. See, I wouldn't know what to do here. Roll of 20 pickoff attempts. So this is where I'm not sure. So he's got his ATT of 3. He's a stolen base of 16. I just don't know how I would check for steal. Is ATT divided by 2? So if I hit steal, yeah, he's going to steal the base. So Boa goes into second base. How do I like to play? You tried Inside Blitz and enjoy it. Which one more? Yeah, I wish it was more retro seasons. I am really, really enjoying Inside Blitz, but as we talked about here in the chat, it really stinks that you can't sim games, that you have to play every game because it is such a good game. If you could just sim some games and play a game of the week or play your favorite team and keep the standings, it would be fantastic. All these games are fantastic, but they don't sim, and that kills it for a lot of people. So that's why I can really only play the one-offs, tribute games, series, stuff like that, because you can't play a full season in these things. You'd be forever. But I do like Inside Blitz. I like Inside the Crease, and I am liking this despite me limping through some of the rules of this game as I'm learning it. But I'm probably making mistakes, but I'm having some fun tonight as I simulate Game 1. So, all right, so that's what happened here. So Boa stole second, and now we're going to pitch to Bob Boone. And a 4 and a 1. Oh, another arena check. So this was, it's another rare play. All right, so here's what it says. You can't, hang on one second, Gary. I'm going to check your comment 1 second. Center fielder dives after a sinking liner. Resolve as an S8 range play. Check for injury. No injury check is made. Okay, center fielder dives after a line drive. Resolve has an S8 range play. S8 range play. So his range is a 2, and we rolled a 5, so he fails to get it. So this is going to be Boom singling to center field. Boa heads to third base, looking to come around and tie the game. And he goes from second to home on a +2. So he's a 5, so he's going to score, I imagine. So he's going to score to tie the game. I think that's how that goes. I'm still learning what the 5 and the 6, what this means. I'm not sure which one I'm looking at here, but on an S8, if he has a plus 2, I think he scores. I'm going to say he scored on the play, and if I screwed up, somebody let me know. So the game is tied here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, so the AT3 is 3. The pitcher hold is -1. Where is his hold? See, I'm looking at... I don't see where his hold would be. Oh, so you got to roll the 20, see if you would steal. Okay. See, I don't know if that's in this game. That's the thing, is I don't know how that is set up on the computer game here. So if it's, the pitcher's hold is, see, I don't know where the hold is. I'm looking here on the pitcher card. Wild pitch. Oh, stolen base. Is that it? -1, +2. Is that what SB is? So, yeah, I don't think I have any way of rolling a 20-sided dice unless I just rolled one here. So, all right, well, I'll have to on the left of it SB rating. Okay, what's the right side of the SB rating? Just out of curiosity, what the right side is. So, all right, I'll have to figure something out with that. I'm having fun stealing bases though. All right, so we got a man at first base. The game is tied on the single by Boone as Boa comes around to score. And Lonnie Smith comes up the top of the order here, a 4-5. This is a possible walk. No, it's not going to be a walk. 2 and a 6. Oh, he's going to single this one to right field. And Boone is at second. And he's got a 4 here. So I think with the +2, if the roll is less, see, that's what I don't know. Which roll is it here, the 2 or the 3? If the roll is less than equal to the ABR, the runner's advance, otherwise they hold. I just don't know which dice I'm looking at here, the 2 or the 3. But in either case, he's higher than both. So, Gary, help me with this one here. Use the strategy roll for 20. So, okay. So the one down here, so that should determine if I steal or not. Okay. Help me out with this one, Gary, here. So on my base running advance, so Boone here is going from second to third base most likely. He's got a BR of 4. Looks like it was beefed up here with the 2. Which die am I comparing this to? Because if this was a 2-6, let's say, or a 2-5, I'm trying to figure out if he would advance. Right side gets added to the runner's SB rating. Okay. Okay. Use the red die first. Okay, so I'm checking Bob Boone's base running 4 against the red die is what I'm looking at right here, if I'm correct. Right side gets added to the runner's stolen base rating for the adjusted steal attempt number. Okay. Oh, okay, so the hold and then the attempt number. Okay. So the red die is the one I'm comparing to. This is the one I'm looking at. So the BR is compared to the adjusted BR rating. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But which die? Is it the red one or the white one? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So my base runner, Bob Boone, is a BR of 4, trying to go to third base on that single to right field. Is it the red die or the white die that I'm comparing? Just in case one was a 1 and one was a 5 or something like that. I'd just like to know. He's going to advance, but I just know when this screen comes up, I just want to know next time that my runner advancement, I look at the BR rating to go from first to third, and I just need to know which die, is it the red or the white die. So I'm going to advance him here, and if you could just answer that for me. The red die. Okay, so the 4 is greater than the 2. Now, I don't know what the white die is. Would that just be for this over here? So if I roll what is the white die for, I guess? I'm not sure what the white die is for. So I'm going to advance it, and if you know what the white die is for, just let me know. Again, there's a lot to this game, but I'm slowly getting it. White is used if the red is 1 or 6. Okay. Okay. Okay, so 2 to 5 is this. So if it was a 1 or a 6, then a different thing would come up, I would imagine, right? Or is that over here? Runner holds, runner advances, no throw. I see. Okay. All right, so first and third now. So the Phils got things cooking here in the fourth inning as they tie the game up, and now they get runners on the corner, and look who's up. It is Pete Rose. Here we go. All right, so on this strategy of 6, so if I have the attempt here, if I go back to your notes, and the pitcher's hold is -1, that would be a 7. So technically I could steal on, is this what you're telling me here? So Lonnie Smith has an ATT of 8. The pitcher is a -1, so that would be a 7. So technically I could try to steal with a 6. Let me know if I'm not going to steal on this one, but just let me know if that would be correct on that roll of 6, because that would be in the range there. An additional shot is used if the red is okay. You're behind. I know you're behind in the chat because of the delay, but so am I right on that though? Am I right on the stolen base that the ATT is 8 -1 is 7 and 6 is less than that? So technically, I could try to steal from here, I guess is what you're saying. Oh, steal attempt equals ATT and HLD. So the ATT is divided by 2, so that's a 4. ATT, I'm sorry, that's for this. That's for this right here. Correct on the jump. Okay, so if I wanted to go, I could on this one. Equals ATT plus HLD. Okay, we'll get back to that later. Let's just play on here. All right, so Pete Rose is up a 6-2. Oh, another wild pitch, and it's a 19. So if I'm correct here, it can't be either one of these on a 19. That's how I'm going to play this here. So we got a wild pitch, but because it's outside the 1 to 11 range, it's 19, I'm going to say that the catcher made a nice play. If I'm wrong, let me know, but that's how I'm going to play it. So nice play by the catcher, Darryl Porter, to block that, and the runners don't advance. So let's roll again here. 6-3. Possible strikeout. Yeah, he strikes him out. And he doesn't strike out often against right-handed pitchers, but Rose goes down swinging, and now there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th in a tie game. So this has been a fun game. 4-5. 4-5. Possible walk, and he will walk with the 20 here. So he loads him up. The bases are loaded. Oh, correct on a wild pitch. All right. Thank you so much, Gary, for helping me out with this one here. All righty. And again, I apologize to anybody that's kind of looking for a good baseball game here. This is only my second game, and I'm learning, and Gary's helping me learn this game. Super Bowl tournament. I didn't see you slip in there. So I want to say hi to that. And yeah, Subo, you were right about that football game. That stuff can happen. It just irks me when it does. That was my first full game of Strat football, and I had that happen to me, and it just burned my butt. So I was a little miffed at that. But yeah, it does happen. And I've gone back to Strat. I've forgiven Strat. I have. All right, so Dennis Leonard now with the bases loaded. Bake McBride is 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch to the Bake Man. Oh, a possible strikeout. A 6-3. And he gets them. He gets out of the jam with a strikeout. Whoo! And we go now. 7 left on base for the Phillies. We go to the top of the 5th. It's 3-3 here in Game 1 of the World Series. So Bob Walk is still on the mound here. No one's tired yet. And he's facing George Brett. It doesn't get any easier here. 2-3. Possible error on a ground ball. So let's see if it's a ground ball. 3-3. It is a ground ball. So we're going to have an error check here. So it's down to Rose. And it looks like Rose is a 2 on error. So he's really good. So a 9 is no error. So Rose scoops that out and makes the play. And there's 1 away. Brett is retired. Willie Aikens from 8 is enough. 4-1. Possible walk. Yes, he's going to walk. and he'll get down on base. Okay, so this 19 here means that I can't steal. Yeah, so I got this H symbol here. So I guess he is held. And I can set my infield depth. Yeah, I haven't done any of that. Yeah, you're exactly right about that. So I'm playing normal here. Actually, I could have come in on the play. You're right. So we're going to play normal here with 1 out and 1 on. And it's going to be Darryl Porter, the catcher, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Yeah, when the runners run, yes. All right, so we got a 3-5, a 3 and a 5. Another arena check. Oh, I'm going to go to the arena one more time. 1 and a 3. Uh-oh, this is going to be yuck. It's going to be a fly ball into right field. Bake McBride makes the catch, and trotting back is Willie Aikens to first base. All righty, so 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Amos Otis is up, and here comes the pitch, and a 1 and a 2, and this is a range play. So let's see who's going to check on the range play. H means he can only steal and hit and run. Okay, thank you. 1 and a 4 on the range. 1 and a 4. So it's going to be a double into left field. Oh, wait. D7. Oh, we're going to check the range. Is that what it is? I thought D7 was a double. Oh, maybe on a... Oh, flight out. Wait a sec. Oh, okay, hang on a sec. Okay, I'm reading the wrong thing here. So this is hit into left field. Hang on a sec here. So I rolled the 3. Oh, his range is a 1. It's a range play. So his range is a 1. So Smith is not good with a 1. That is the worst. So a 3 is a fail. Okay, so in a range play, no matter what it is this Gary, if I'm correct here, on a range check, on a range play, an RP, no matter if it says out or safe, we still check on the range. Would that be a safe assumption that this should have been a double into left field, but instead it turns into a range play? And if that was a fly ball into left field, we do a range check. There's so much more going on. Yeah, well, that's what intrigues me about this game is there is so much going on, and I'm trying to learn it. That's what it's intriguing me. But I'm getting there. So it looks like on a range play that safe and out is not determined until you do the range check. That's what I think it looked like. So a 3 is greater than the 1, so he's going to fail this one here. And so that's going to drop in. So Amos Otis will double. He will get the double. Aikens to third now. So Aikens, his base running is 0. So, so we rolled the 6. Okay, so this is what we talked about, Gary. We rolled the 6 and checked second die roll of 6 shot. So we rolled the 1. The lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. Roll of 6 on the throw chart. So, yeah, okay, that's what I thought on the range play. All right, so on this one here, we rolled the 6, check second die roll of 6 shot. So we rolled a 1. So it looks like the lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So the double is not a double. All right, now I'm confused on this one. So if he gets the double, now this is yellow here, so maybe he's out. Trying to get the second. All right, this is another confusing one here. So I got the double. Willie Aikens is at third. This I'm confused at. So first to home, -1. So if he's got the 0 here, geez, I don't know what to do on this one. This is really... So he doubles because he failed the range check. We checked the runner advancement. Oh. Okay. So Aikens comes in to score. Oh, that would make sense. All right, so check the second die. So lead runner advances, ball cut off, and the trailing runner is thrown out. So he gets his double. he gets his double on the range play that was failed by Lonnie Smith. Aikens scores because the lead runner advances, so Aikens scores. And Amos Otis, who doubled, is thrown out. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool. Because I wasn't sure. Because if he got the double, I'm like, how did he get thrown out? And how does this guy advance and score? All right, cool. All right, see, now I know when that comes up. Now I know what to do. So there's one thing checked off on the box. All right, so the Royals get the run. Otis out on the cutoff. Got it. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All righty, so the KC in the inning recap, top of the fifth, they get a run and a hit, and bottom due up. I like it at the bottom. Lazinski, Maddox, and Trio. It's kind of neat, that thing at the bottom. Although I still like to see my full scoreboard here. All right, so it's Kansas City. They get 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth, and that's where we are, 4-3. So they get that here. So the runner scores, but they get Otis going to third base. Okay, I guess I'm overthinking this. Was what I do. All right, Lazinski is 1 for 1 with a double. He's also got a walk and a ribby in this game. So Dennis Leonard now pitching away here in the fifth inning, 4-3 for the Royals. A 2-2. Error on a ground ball. A 2 and a 2. Nope, this is going to be. Oh, it is a ground ball. So it's not automatic up here because it's an error check on the ground ball. Hit down to White. And White has an error of 4, and an 11 is bigger, so no error. So White makes the play, and Lazinski is out. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This game does have a lot of depth. That's why I'm kind of enjoying the challenge here because there's so much going on. And I'm just taking my time with it. And luckily I have you here to explain that because I wouldn't have figured that out. I just was not that's not the path I was going down on that roll. 3-1. Possible walk. No, it's not a walk. Maddox will swing away here, and he'll fly this one out into right field, and Hurdle makes that play, and he is out. 2 away, and Manny Trio is up. A1, we got a blank here. 4 and a 6, and he flies this one in the right field as well, and that will be caught by Hurdle, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Phils. So we go to the top of the 6th, 4-3 Royals. And Clint Hurdle, who just made that catch, comes up to the plate. So we have. Should we take out Walk? He's got only 1 left and a 0, so I think we should probably take out Bob Walk. Now let me see who they brought in. So they brought in Tug McGraw. So Walk went 7 in real life, and then McGraw come in for the final 3. So if we're in the 6th, it's a little early to take him out. I'm going to let him pitch a little bit more. So we're going to let him pitch. We're not going to take him out yet. We're going to let him pitch. A 5 and a 2. Possible strikeout. No. Clint Hurdle, a 1 and a 2. He singles. Singles that into left field. And now he's in trouble. So now I think we got to take him out. Yeah, now we got to take him out. All right, so he gives up the hit. So Walk comes out. And how do I replace him? Tug McGraw comes in. And, okay, so Tug McGraw is in now because that's who came in real life. So that's what I'm going to go with in game 1. I'm going to try to go. Now, after this, I don't know because they only had 2 pitches in that game, even though they gave up 6 runs. Okay. So here we go. So Tug McGraw is now pitching, and I take it N is not going to steal. And let's go here. So Tug McGraw, a 1-6. Possible home run. Oh, man. So against a right-handed batter, if this was a lefty, it might have been gone. So it's a right-handed batter, so it's not a home run. So if it's not a home run, I think do I go to the batter card now? So it's a right-handed batter. 1-7. Oh boy. Halfway. Okay, I'll play the infield halfway in the next batter. All right, so I got a home run check here. So it looks like against a right-handed batter, it's 1-7. So that should not be a home run. So I think I would roll on the batter card. Even though this says HR 13, I think it would have to pass this one and this one. Is that how that goes? So I think I roll here now. So it's not a home run. So I think I go here. Unless I roll off the pitcher card again. Re-roll on the batter card. Okay, so that's what I did. So I wasn't sure if the home run check failed, what I do here. So a 13 is outside of the range of the right-handed batter home run. So I don't think it can be a home run. So now I roll a 2 and a 2. So this looks like a single past the shortstop. And so this guy would need a 5 or a 6 to go to third base, and he can't, so he's going to hold up. HR has to pass both. Okay. Now, if it passed the check on the pitcher, would I roll the batter card for another 20-sided roll for that home run, or I think I would do that, right? So if I passed the home run check, I would roll again on the batter card to get that 20-sided die active. I think I would do that, right? So because so home run check. So if it passed this, I would roll, and if it passed this, then it's a home run. I think. But in any case, we got a single here, so there's 2 on now. So we're gonna play halfway. Do we want to play halfway? With men on first and second? Is that what we're gonna do? Try to get a double play here. So we're going to go halfway as we try to get these guys out. So McGraw pitching to Washington. 6 and a 2. Oh, another arena check. Re-roll the D20. Okay. So it would be 2 rolls. Okay. Now over here, another rare play. Oh, boy. You guys can't see this. I'll just read it to you. With less than 2 out, shallow fly to center. Resolve as an FH range play. Successful range play by Gary Maddox. So less than 2 out, shallow fly, resolve as a fly out range play, and it's successful. So it's just a F8. So resolve is F8. Did I just screw this up? I did, didn't I? He's got two flyouts. Oh man. So now I gotta undo that last at bat. Okay, so let's do the flyout again for Washington. 2 and a 4. Let's just go here, and we'll give him the flyout 8. All right, so that's what it should have been. Shallow center, no one's going to advance. There we go. Consider the batter and the pitcher GDP ratings. Okay. All right, so we're going to go just play normal here for the double play. Let's see if we can get the double play now. So we got top of the 6. 2 on, 1 out now. Willie Wilson's at the plate. Tug McGraw pitching. 5 and a 5. Possible strikeout. No. Willie Wilson fights that off. A 4 and a 2. Oh, it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Runner on second, less than 2 out. Fly ball, subtract 3 from the base runner rating, so nobody's going to go anywhere. So Maddox makes the catch. 56 less than. So yeah, they're all going to hold. All right, so 2 away after the fly ball by Wilson, and McGraw's going to pitch to Hal McRae. 6 and a 1, a possible K. No, he fights it off. And McRae with a 4 and a 2. It fly ball safely out to right field, and an easy play for Bake McBride, and they get out of the inning. But Kansas City still leads us in the bottom of the 6th. And here we go. So Dennis Leonard's still on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th, facing Larry Boa, a 6 and a 5, and then a 5 and a 2. And so he's a righty, so it's going to be a fly ball to right field, and Hurdle makes the catch and is 1 away. Bob Boone comes up. He is 1 for 2 with a ribby. 5-1. Possible strikeout. No. 5-1. And he'll get a piece of this one and flare that in the left. And Wilson makes the catch and is 2 away. Lonnie Smith. 3-2. Range play coming up here on this one. 6-6. A ground ball to, 1, 2, 3, 4. I always have to count. Down to Brett. Brett makes the play. He's got a 3, and that's a 1, so it's a successful play. And grounds out, and that ends the play. Ends the inning. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm already, like I say, just with your help here, figuring out some things. Sometimes you just got to do things a couple of times to get used to it, is what I'm saying here. So, but as far as all the GDPs and stuff and stolen bases, that's probably over my head because there's so much in baseball that I don't know or I don't know anymore. All right, McGraw here in the 7th. George Brett up, and we got a 3 and a 5. Possible K. No, Brett fights that off, 3-2, but he'll flare that in the right. Bake McBride, easy play, 1 away. So we'll try to pick up the pace here in the 7th. 4-3 Royals here in Game 1 of the World Series replay, or the best I can with inside pitch. 6 and a 5. Possible error here. 4-6 as this goes out into center field. And Maddox with that 7 error rating, but the 13 is higher than 7, so he makes the catch and is 2 away. Tug McGraw, the pitcher, coming up. No, Tug McGraw is pitching. Sorry. Darryl Porter is at the plate. I read the wrong side. 6-2. Another arena check. Yeah, 5 days is kind of short for this. I wish they would just give you 2 teams that you could play forever. Like, there's a couple games that do that, like time travel tennis. You can play that forever with just a couple of guys, so you can go back and play it. Because when I went to play the demo, it wouldn't let me because obviously I had the demo at some point, and it would, so I had to buy it, unfortunately. But I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining. I am enjoying the game. 3-3. So it's going to be single center field. So Darryl Porter with 2 outs gets a single. So now he is held. H, I think, is held. I'll have to read the instructions on some of this stuff here. Again, I'm kind of coming in this a little cold. All right, so Amos Otis. He's 1 for 2 with a double. He's got a walk, a strikeout, RBI. He's had a busy day. 2 and a 5. E.T. Okay, E.T. E.T. Error on the throw. Error on the throw. Okay, possible error on the throw. So let's go here. So we roll, and a 6-5 is a F9. So I think that's just going to be an out. So we didn't have to check on that one. You have the cards and dice version. Yeah, okay. They do a good job converting this to cards and dice, but you just got to know where to click and what to look at, though. All right, so Dennis Leonard still on the mound here in the bottom of the 7th. He's getting tired, though. And here is Dennis Leonard. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot today. We did Digital to Dice. I did a hockey stream, and now doing baseball. And I'm getting a little tired in the throat here. I'm getting all my streaming done because I got a busy week coming up next week, so I don't know how much streaming I'll do. So you got a double dose of me tonight. I know some other people used to do Friday nights, but I'm having some fun with this, so here I go. All right. It's Leonard now pitching to, Pete Rose. Pete Rose. Here we go. Pete, 3-3. Strikeout. No. Rose battles this off, and he slaps a single. Past his shortstop. And Rose, the lead runner, is on. And, yeah, he's orange right now. I'm going to let him go one more batter, just like I did the other pitcher. And then I'll bring in Renee Martin. That's who I'm bringing in to pitch, is Renee Martin. All right, so Rose, his ATT is 1, so I don't think I'm stealing. I'm down by a run. Could I bunt? His bunt rating is 2. It's not that good, so we're going to swing away. 5-3. Possible strikeout, no. Schmidt, 6-5. P4. Is that a pop-up? Popped it up to second base, and Rose has to stay where he is and is 1 away. And it's going to be Bake McBride. We're going to leave him in one more batter. 2-5. And possible walk, no. Bake McBride. Oh, he's a righty, so it's going to be a double. Oh, no. Bake McBride, double in the right field. Rose looks like he cannot score, if I'm correct. Okay, here we go. Let's check the seconds. Lead runner advances, and we get a rundown. All right, so lead runner advances. So Rose will score. Okay, on this, I think that's what it is, right? On the 6. So check second die. Lead runner advances. So Rose will score. The game is tied, and we got a rundown here. So Bake McBride on the doubles, trying to go to third. He's in a rundown, and if the roll is greater than the BR, then the runner out, no advance for the other. So he is out. So he is tagged out or thrown out on the play. But he gets to run in, so he gets a double, and the game is tied. Jim's here. Yes, we have a thriller. I call these stadium and arena. Yeah. Well, it's the at symbol, and so that's how I remember it, is to call it arena, because it's the at symbol. That's how I remember it, so that's what I call it. But yeah, Jim, we got a good one here. This is game 1 of the World Series, and it's 4-4. So Bake McBride with a double down the line. Rose ties it up. But Bake McBride is thrown out in the rundown. So now we're going to take out Dennis Leonard, and we got to bring in, who do we say? Rennie. Rennie Martin's coming in. So Martin comes in now, here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs in a tie game. This has actually been quite entertaining, despite me limping my way through this. Good thing Gary's here. Okay, so Lazinski's up now, and bases are clear with 2 outs. And a 6-5. Error on the throw. 3 and a 2. So it's a fly ball, center field, and that's just going to be an out. So Amos Otis makes the catch. All right, we go to the top of the 8th, folks. I hope this doesn't turn into a long, long game with, like, tons of overtime. I guess I could just stop at any time, but I'd like to finish this out. No better to get caught in a rundown. He got all excited. He tied the game. He tried to go to third. I would have done the same thing. All right, so Clint Hurdle is up. Hurdle the Turtle. Another arena check. 4-1. Wow. And a 2 and a 3. And this is a fly ball out to right field. McBride makes the play. And he is gone. Frank White coming up. He's got a double. He scored a run in this game. He's 2 for 3. Yeah. Ron is fired. Too funny. 5 and a 5. Possible whiff. Yes. He guns him down. McGraw sits down. Frank White. That's his first K of the day. And with 2 outs now, UL Washington. A 5 and a 5. Possible K. Yes, he guns him down. 2 in a row. Woohoo! 2 in a row. Ron was on fire today on the show, by the way. We did a show today that you probably know about by now. But Ron was on fire today. He did a good job today. And we go now. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1, 2, 3 go the Royals. And so Rennie Martin's on the mound facing Gary Maddox here in the bottom of the 8th. 6 and a 4. A range play. We're going to pull out the microwave. 2 and a 5. So this is a single 5. Wait a sec. So on a range check, it's you check no matter what. Ooh, and a 6 is no good. Brett's a 3, so the 6 is no good. So it's a ground ball, single into, as Brett can't make the play. It's not an error, but Brett just couldn't get that one. So it's a single past Brett. Okay, I got to remember that it's not an automatic single on a range play or an automatic out. We check, and that determines save for out. Okay, I got it. All right, the next batter is Manny Trio, and his stolen base is a 17, but that's 16. I think that 16 tells me he can't steal. His attempt is a 5. Steal attempt equals ATT, but HLD. So that's just a 5, but that roll is higher than that. So that's that. Although this guy's got a bunt rating of 2. Should we try to bunt here with nobody out? What does this mean, Gary? I get this bunting chart. It says REG and PIT. I have no idea what these mean. And his bunt rating, oh, he's at a bunt of 3. I might try to bunt here. Now, bunt says check. Oh, wait a sec. Bunt says check the chart. Roll a 20, pick-off attempt. I'm not sure if I can try the sacrifice here because I'm not sure what this green box of 18 to 19 means on the bunting thing here. Strategy roll 1 to 20 is a 16. I just don't know what this bunt. I got a bunt 3 and 18 to 19 highlighted in green. That I'm not sure. But with nobody out and a man on, I'm going to sacrifice with a bunt 3. So we're going to sacrifice. Two and a 6. Well, how's that sacrificing here? 2 and a 6. Okay. I guess you still have to roll and click to get this to come up. All right, so we got a 6. It's going to be dropped at a catcher, and that's a good bunt. Successful sacrifice bunt. Okay. The reg is the batter, and the pit is the pitcher bunting. 100%. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't know what that... So it looks like it was a good bunt. So I dropped down a good bunt. So I click on bunt. Yep, okay, good. So... trio to sacrifice, Maddox down a second. All right. So there's that. I still don't know why this is highlighted here. All right, so now we have a man at second base with 1 away, and it's going to be Larry Boa coming up to face Rainey Martin. 3 and a 6. Ah, he's hit by the pitch, I think. What do I do now? What do I do now? Oh, hit by the pitch is 0. So, oh boy, this I haven't encountered yet. So if his hit by the pitch is 0, do I roll off of his card? Or do I look at that 17? So hit by the pitch, I got a 17. Do I look at his card here for the hit by the pitch? Or do I roll off of his card for the hit by the pitch? So no hit by pitch. Okay, so his hit by pitch rating is 0, so he never gets hit by the pitch is what you're saying. I think that's what you're saying, because the hit by pitch is a 0, then yeah, technically he can never get hit by the pitch. All right, so I'm going to roll on the batter's card since he wasn't hit by the pitch. And I'm going to go 2-5, and he's going to fly ball out to left field. So hopefully I did that correct. So his by pitch is 0, which was less than 7. I still don't know. Reroll batter card. Okay, so I do read that 17 right there. Okay, so hopefully I did that right. Okay. Alrighty, so 4-4 is our score. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And Bob Boone, the catcher, is up, facing Rainey Martin. Also factor in the pitches hit by pitch rating, which I didn't see that anywhere. Oh, -6. Okay, so that must have factored in. So I got a 3-6 now. And another possible hit by pitch, but again, it's a 0. So maybe it already subtracted the -6 from this guy. And so we'll roll on the batter's card of a 2-5, and he flies out. Oh, I see. So the hit by pitch is, so if this guy's hit by the pitch, then -6 would bring that down to 0. So he doesn't basically hit anybody. Oh, so he's getting tired now. Tug McGraw pitching. So it looks like he's tired. As we go to the top of the 9th, as Boone flies out. So I might need to bring in somebody for Tug McGraw. But I don't know who to bring in because they only had the 2 pitches. So, again, I'm going to get killed here Willie Wilson's a switch hitter. Who's going to be my relief pitcher? I'm going to bring in, I don't know anybody else. Range, win games, Tug McGraw. I'm going to bring in Ron Reed. He's the next on my list, so I'm just going to bring in Ron Reed. All right, so Ron Reed comes in. I don't know even who Ron Reed is. Oh, I don't even have him. Oh, bummer. So I don't have a Ron Reed here. I don't know if he played or not, but Ron Reed's coming into the game because it's getting late. And I need to wrap this up because I got to work in the morning. All right, so Ron Reed comes in, and he's going to face Willie Wilson. And here we go. A 6-4. It's a blank. It's down here, a 2 and a 4. And that's a single. Willie Wilson singles up the middle, and they have somebody on. So we get a bunt of 1. So Hal McRae is not going to bunt. He's not going to bunt. So we're just going to roll here. Infield in. Trying to play the double play. No, we'll play normal on this one right here. I don't want to come in because in is like cutting off the run. No, okay, we'll go in. Gary suggested in, so we'll go in. All right, 6 and a 4. Another blank here. A 6 and a 5. Oh, it's another single. Wilson is second. And hang on a sec here. Check the second dive, a 1. Lead runner advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR. So it looks like the runner holds because they're yellow. So it looks like Wilson is going to hold. Lead runner advances if roll is higher than the trailing runner holds. Lead runner advances if it's less than. Oh, wait a sec. He might advance. Because if we got the 1, so we check the second die of the 1 chart. Roll of 1 on the throw chart. Lead runner advances if roll. Lead runner advances. So I think he advances if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner, who is this. Runner. Roll is less than or equal to than the trailing runner's BR. The trailing runner advances on the throw. If the runner greater than the BR, the runner holds. That's kind of weird. Roll of 1 on the throw chart. So I'm guessing here on the single to center field that Wilson is going to make it because he's a 3, and 3 is greater than 1. And I'm not sure which die I'm looking at here. So 3 is greater than 1, he advances. And McRae advances on the throw. Because that both of, yeah, that's what I thought. So the 1 is less than the 3, so he advances too. So McRae goes to second. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, that I almost had that without you, almost. All righty, so a single in the center. Wilson rounds and goes to third, safe on the throw, and McRae, Johnny on the spot, goes to second. So with nobody out here in the top of the 9th, George Brett comes to the plate with runners on second and third. Oh, boy. Reed checking the sign. Here comes the pitch. 3 and a 6. Oh, it's going to be a blank. Off the Brett card. 6 and a 6. Oh, he singles on the 6-6. He singles into left field. Wilson scores. McRae. Let's take a look at McRae. If roll is less or equal to ABR, then runner advances. So McRae is a 3. I think I'm looking at this one right here, right? No, I think I'm looking at the 5. So if roll is less than or equal to ABR, then the runner advance. Otherwise, they're held. So if he's got a 3, I think I'm looking at the the 5, right? I think I'm looking at the 5. So Hal McRae. But if I'm looking at, all right, Gary, help me with this one here. Does McRae score? He's got a BR of 3, but I have a 3 and a 5 here. I'm not sure which die I'm looking at. I think you said it was the red one. If it's 2 to 5 and it's a 3, the red die. Okay, so if I'm looking at the red die and it's equal to the ABR, then the runner advances. So McRae should score on the play. Okay, thank you. Okay, so it's the red die. So I'm not even sure why I had the white die here because that confuses me. So maybe that's for over here somewhere. All right, so McRae comes around to score, and on the single, it's a 2 runs come in on the Brett single to left field as Wilson scores and McRae scores. Yikers. So, yeah, McRae singles the center, and then, they all took extra bases on that one. Okay. Wowzers. So the Royals have opened up a 6-4 lead here in the top of the 9th, and Reed is orange. I'm going to leave him in for one more batter, and it's going to be Willie Aikens here. Willie Aikens, a 2-3, a blank, a 5-4, and that's going to be an out as he flies out to center field. Everybody holds. And so Darryl Porter comes up, and I'll leave him in one more batter because you got that guy out. Yeah, the red die is for the left chart, the white is for the right chart. But my question is, which die do I compare to the base running number? I think it's the red one you said. So I compare the red one always to the base running number. So this base running number for Brett of 5, when that comes up, I check the red one at all times, I think is what you were saying. So 2 runs here in the 9th. For the Royals as they break open this game 7-4. Darryl Porter facing Ron Reed, a 5 and a 2 possible strikeout. Yes, he gets the whiff. So we got 2 outs now. So maybe Reed can get out of this inning, as it's going to be Amos Otis up now. He's got a double in this game, a walk and a strikeout. And we got a 2 and a 6 and possible hit by pitch. No. So 3 and a 6, and Hill is going to ground ball down to the third baseman. If red die is 1 of 6, I use the white. Okay. If not, then I look at the die. Okay, thank you. All right, the Royals, 2 runs and 3 hits in that 9th inning, and they are in the lead 6-4. Now, in real life, the game was 7-6, so we're pretty close right here. So we're going to hopefully wrap this up here in the 9th, here in Game 1, and it's going to be... let's see here. It's going to be Rennie Martin, and he's going up against Lonnie. Oh, the top of the order coming up for the Phils, so they get a chance here. 6-4, 12 hits for the Royals, 10 for the Phillies. Bottom of the 9th, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. And it's going to be off the batter card. 3 and a 6, and he's going to single past third base, and the lead runner is on. So we're going to come in for the double play. That's what we're going to do. I think that's what Gary said. So Lonnie Smith gets the single off of Rennie Martin. And now it's Pete Rose coming up. He's 1 for 4 in this game. He's not doing well at all. All right. Here comes the pitch to Rose. 3-6. Possible hit by pitch. Ooh, no. No, he does not. 3 and a 5. Uh-oh. This is going to be a ground ball. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ground ball to short. Ground ball to short. Let's check the double play now. Let's see if I can figure out the double play. Roll versus roll. Roll is less than GDP. It's not. Roll is greater than the runner on first BR, and it is then a force at second. Roll of 6 only. Play is on batter at first. Okay. No, halfway for DP. Okay. So a roll of 6 only plays at first. So it looks like Lonnie Smith goes to second on that ground ball to short. Pete Rose grounds it to short. Lonnie Smith advances. Click here for no DP, batter out. Yeah, so Rose is out. Okay, good. I think I got that. All righty, so 1 away here in the 9th. But going down a second is Lonnie Smith, and it's going to be Mike Schmidt. And we'll leave the infield normal right now. We'll trade that run for an out. Here it is. Rene Martin still in here pitching for the Royals. Here comes the pitch. A 1 and a 2. Possible K. Yes, he struck him out. He struck out Mike Schmidt. And the Phillies are down to their last out here in Game 1. Lonnie Smith at second. It is Bake McBride at the plate. He's 2 for 4 today. Here comes the pitch by Randy Martin. A 1 and a 4. Possible K with a question mark, a W here. Possible K. No, okay. I don't know what a possible walk is. Oh, that's if he's tired. Okay. Parentheses is tired. Possible strikeout. No. We go to the batter card. 5 and a 1. Ground ball to the second baseman. And Trio makes the play. And the final is 6-4 Kansas City. So we're going to save the game statistics. And the save is complete. So that is that, folks. Let's go back to Studio B. That was fun. I don't know if I can show you the statistics. Oh, geez, I hit the wrong button here. I was going to try to show you the statistics here. But I don't think I can. Because it's kind of messed up. It's the way I have it set up. But anyway, I don't know if, I don't think I can do that here. The game stats. Oh, it's kind of crazy. The game stats do kind of stink here. I'll try to show them to you here. Hang on a sec here. So let me go back and just see if I can call up the game stats here. Window capture. Add a new one here. Add source. Okay. I'll show you this right here. Stretch this out a little bit. So this is the game stats in case anybody's wondering. So we got, let me see what happened here. So Dennis Leonard went 6 and 2. And Rene Martin come in for the last bit and cleaned it up. Bob Walk, Tug McGraw, and Ron Reed were our pitchers here in this one here. No home runs in this game, but just if you want to look at the stats, those are the stats in case anybody's interested. Not a lot of good stats in this game package here, so we'll hide that. But anyway, that's kind of what happened here in Philadelphia. I'll see if I can show you this right here. One last thing. No, I can't. I have to do a new one. See if I can just show you the final box score here. We'll do one more Windows capture. New one here. Add source. No, it won't let me show you that. Okay. So I can't show you that. Sorry. Anyway. So that wraps things up here. Oh, what's going on here? There's all kinds of crazy stuff happening here. I think I screwed something up. Anyway. Does this game allow you to print out the game play-by-play? Let me check for you. Let me check. File. View stats. Okay, there's that. I know you. Oh, you can save the box score to HTML and save the box score to text file. So you can save the box score. If I want to view my play-by-play, save summary to text file, and then you could probably print it out if you wanted to. So that is there if you wanted to do that. I wish I could show you this here, but I don't know how to set this up to show you this thing here. But anyway, the final is 6-4 Kansas City. Kansas City 6-12 with no errors. Philadelphia 4-11 and no errors. It was the 2 runs in the 9th inning that were the killer. It won't let me show you what happened in that inning. Let me go to the play-by-play. So let me just kind of tell you what happened in that 9th inning. Top of the 9th, Wilson led off with a single. McRae singled, and that sent and everybody moved up to second and third. And then Brett singled, scoring Wilson and McRae, and that's kind of how that happened. And then Akins, Porter, and Otis all got out. But that's kind of what happened there. Fun time. My first game, full game of that right there here on the channel. that was good. That was fun. Gary, thank you so much for helping me out. If you see me playing this again, please come back because this was difficult. This is probably one of the most difficult games just because of all the things that can happen and the choices you got to make. And holy cow, I'm so glad that the PC game does a few things to help you out because that was something else. Boy, that was almost a 2-hour stream playing that game. Wowzers. Didn't think I'd go that long, but it's a long game. This game's a long game. There's a lot to it, and again, I had to stop a lot and ask for help along the way. So I might try this. I'll try another game offline sometime and see if I can get it to go a little bit quicker. I'm gonna have to read the directions. I really am. That might help me out to get an idea what's happening. But thank you so much. The innings pitched don't add up. Yeah, sometimes these things are kind of messy. The inside sports games are great. Just sometimes not everything adds up. Like I played the football game the other day, and the running back, I think he had like 18 yards, and then I ran for 6, and it said he had 19 yards. I'm like, boy, it wasn't quite adding up. I don't think it could have been my mistake, but I remember looking at that saying, boy, I tell you, I think he ran more than that. But anyway, I had fun. And I hope you enjoyed me learning this and stumbling my way through it. And hopefully one day I can look back in this video and say, remember when I didn't know how to play this game and how long it took and how much of a dummy I was, and now I can play it. One day I'll look back, hopefully, and this will be them. But yes, Pete, you can save things to text and then print out if you'd like. Wow, that was fun. That was a good time. That was really fun. So I'm going to jump out here. Kind of a rare Friday night stream for me. Usually I get on early, and I did do some hockey early. But this one here, I know. I was excited to try this out, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad you guys come in and helped me out with this stream here. So that was a fun game. Game 1 goes to the Royals in my replay here on Inside Pitch. And, yeah, we'll have to see about doing a game 2 at some point. It'd be fun if I could play this whole series. I think by the end of the series I'd have a pretty good handle on what happens in the game. Especially if Gary's around. So, hey, we'll talk to everybody later. Really, thanks for tuning in tonight. Smelly Wrestling Geek, thank you so much for coming by and supporting the channel with your super chat. We'll talk to everybody later.